It's time to quilt our reproduction wedding quilt. Hi everyone, my name is Caitlin. On this channel I teach old-fashioned sewing skills, and we've been working for over a year, at least a year, on making a reproduction wedding quilt. I've been married for over a year and a half at this point, and this is supposed to be done before I was married. Anyway, it hasn't happened, and that's okay. We're getting to it now, so at least it's done. And we are copying an original quilt. This is my favorite quilting pattern, and this is Lady, who loves it when I talk to the camera because she thinks I'm talking to her. We are copying a original quilt from about 1840. It's in my favorite pattern called the Rose of Sharon. And I have a wedding quilt that's modern from this time period that my grandmother made me. It's my actual wedding quilt. I'm making a historic version of it so I can use at living history events, reenactments, and that sort of thing. And so it is time finally to quilt it. We have been working on the applique, which is still not done, okay? I'm not gonna lie. I have not gotten that applique done. I realize I've been working on that since April. I have so many other things to do that sitting down with that quilt and just doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. So it's not done, but we're gonna go ahead and quilt it, and then I'm giving myself until December. This thing needs to be done before December. We have so many events going on next year that I need to have this quilt done. And so I'm giving myself grace, and we have until December. So that means this video is going out late because this video is supposed to debut, in 5 minutes. That's not gonna happen. And that's okay. It'll just be late, like I think the other long-term vlogs have been lately. I tend to have a hard time getting those done. Which is interesting. But we have here some backing, which is just white cotton. I have some wool batting, and then we're gonna quilt, I think, because I have the center medallion done. We're gonna quilt the center medallion today so you can see what I'm kind of planning on as far as the quilting goes and what I want to do with it. Because what I don't have is a giant quilting frame that I can put in my living room. That I don't have. I have a little mini hoop, which is probably more for like lap quilts and wall hangings, but we're going to use it. Alright, we just got back to an event, so yes, the background is messy because I haven't cleaned anything yet. Alright, so I have my backing. I'm going to start in the very center. I know that's not generally how you do things, but I figure if I start in the center, if it gets off, it's only a little bit in each direction. Alright, so we're going to first applique this part. I think it's going to be easier to do the center part first, and then we'll do the exterior because I can't fit the whole medallion into one bit. So we're going to do the first half and then the second half. But I can do the entire center here very quickly. And I'm going to be making a period quilt, so I am not making this quilt to win any awards. I'm putting together a quilt to keep me warm. I have no desire to make sure my stitch length is perfect. I have no desire to mark a 1/4 inch from all of the edges of the applique. Zero desire to do any of that. Partially because I went to put the frame together and I realized that my frame was broken. And so I had to make myself an entirely new bottom of the frame with a saw and some scrap wood that I found in the back. So I can kind of do woodwork too, in addition to sewing. And also we are trying to copy an original for this. I've just never seen this original in person, which makes it very hard to do. I've seen surprisingly few original quilts in person. It's not something I particularly care about, because I don't study it. Also, I have pretty wax, but I couldn't find any of it, so I'm using my husband's wax. So you don't have to have the pretty, berry or fruit-shaped waxes. This works just as well. I said I'd give myself to December to get this done. Ideally, this will be done in October. The video won't come out until December. because technically we have a fort event, which is one of those ones that are up in North Texas, and I remember last year it getting chilly. So I would like to have my quilt done by then. Alright, there's a cat screaming in the background. He has been fed twice today. He is still mad that there's no food in his bowl. I'm going to go ahead and move this. I started with a little bit of the, I did this section right here, just from like here to here. The whole concept of quilting is just one thing I just haven't really researched, and I need to look into it because, like, okay, I grew up with American Girl stories. Kirsten was my first doll, and, well, I looked a lot like her. And I love the 1850s. I've seen friendship quilts. I've not seen them. I've seen friendship quilts. Most of them were later 19th century and 20th century. But I understand the concept. And it's just something I need to look more into. Alright, we're winding down. I like to go to like right here. And that'll be a whole medallion. So it took me about an hour once I actually sat down and got to do it, since, you know, I had to remake a whole quilting frame, or half quilting frame. That's how that's gonna go. Of course, I do have a lot of work to do, including a less than half of the actual applique, and then I will continue quilting. I am unsure what I'm going to do in the length sections between the medallions. They're pretty close together on the sides. I don't know if I need to do anything. I might. I'm thinking about taking this shape and like putting it in corners and literally just doing of course, the quilting stitching. I don't know what I would do in the center. But I'm gonna figure that out. So that's how the basic quilting is gonna go. If I change my mind, I will make an update video and I will show you how I'm doing the rest of it. As of right now, I'm just going to trace all that. So even on the edges where we did more of the applique, I'm just going to trace everything. That's all I'm going to do right now. And then I will decide whether I think I need more. I probably will. But as of right now, that's what the quilting is going to consist. That's what the quilting is going to consist of. But yeah, that's about it for today. I'm sorry the video came out late. I don't think the vast majority actually watch it at 9 a.m. when I upload it. And I don't even know why I picked 9 a.m. I think that's just when a certain video came out and I was like, oh, that's an interesting time. So I just made them all come out at 9 a.m. I'd probably get better views and better... YouTube kind of counts the views per like minute and hour. And so like I'd probably get better views if I uploaded it, say, at like 7 at night when most people are at home. Yeah, this will be out late. It's fine. I will continue working on this, and I will see you back for this project in December. Of course, we have regularly scheduled videos before that, as usual. So those will be coming out. But yeah, I think that's about it. If you've enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe to the channel. Click that little bell notification so you're notified anytime I upload a new video. And as always, have a fantastic week, and I'll see you back here in the next video. Also, y'all have been really good at giving me quilting tips, and I really appreciate that. So if you have any, please leave them in the comments. Y'all know this is not what I typically do. I don't like quilting. It's not something I particularly study. So I appreciate the tips from the actual quilters in the comment section. Those are very helpful. Thank you.